So what does weight, when I'm talking about it, it's not necessarily right in time for the holidays and all that. It has to do with a house. And part of the reason that I'm bringing this up is because I'm actually in a home right now, and I wanted to share something with you because I have another person that is also looking to do something, and I want to sort of explain what that might encounter and might mean. Okay, so I'm going to turn this camera around, and if you notice this window here, so this window was something that the homeowners added after they owned the property, and it's done beautifully, and it was set up to be a storage area, and she loved to read, so it was a great little nook and everything. However, when they did it, what happened is that this crack happened. Okay, now one of the things to understand is that this is on a raised foundation. So we have wood floors here, and the raised foundation is part of the reason why it happened. But the main reason that it happened was because that window is actually a larger window, and where it opened up, they did not support the actual side walls strongly enough to where that crack in the ceiling didn't happen. So it was what is called a load-bearing wall. What that means is that the wall holds the load of the house and the trusses in the roof of the house. Now, to do something like that, you can do it, and there are ways to support it. The biggest is that you want to support it as you're actually doing it in construction. That way you'll avoid something like this happening, okay? So whenever you see or whenever you're considering doing some kind of home remodel or anything like that, you want to make certain that you have your contractor check out the attic and make certain that it's not load bearing. If it's load bearing, then you can do modifications, but you have to support the load well enough to where you're not going to end up having exactly what happened here. Somehow that window got expanded, and in the process of doing it, because of where it was actually confined and configured, they did not actually have anything supporting where that expansion was, and that's what caused that crack. Now, you can put a beam up in the attic to support that weight on either side of it. You can actually do different types of posts. There's many ways to modify a room if it is, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you do knows what they're doing, and that additional expenses on this for a long time. So they knew exactly what caused it, and they knew exactly what was the reason behind it. We have a couple different ways we're going to look to fix it, but we want to make certain that any buyer that is looking at this home is aware that so we don't want to cover it up or do anything there. If they have any concerns or questions, then they can get an engineer to come and check it out. But at the same time, this is exactly what when you have a load-bearing wall where the actual weight is not supported properly. So, learned a little bit there. This is called